All right, everyone. Liverpool have drawn against Villa. I didn't know whether to do a video. I'll be really honest. I didn't know whether this was just almost a bit embarrassing, right? Like reacting to needing other managers and other teams to do us favors and trying to talk about catching a side in Liverpool that I maintain have still played to a level beyond anything we've hit so far this season. But I think there is an interesting discussion around Liverpool and around what Arsenal need to do because I don't know. Or maybe I'm in the minority here. I will just forever be watching football, hoping for the results that Arsenal need to happen. I will always be watching Arsenal games, whether I think we can genuinely win the title or not, hoping we win. And if it is Liverpool that are the side that stand in our way, then I'll be watching, hoping they drop points, hoping that there's something we can maybe capitalize on. And I maintain one more time, right? Liverpool have played to a level that we haven't got to yet. I really believe we haven't got there. But I reflect on the 22-23 campaign, and Man City was still dropping points into January, February, I think it was. At what point we went 8 points ahead of them, winning the North London Derby away from home, winning at a ground we never won at. And you just felt, wow, this is just like so in our favour right now. City don't look it. But they clicked and they got it right. And then they're on this run. And they're on a run where they're basically saying to Arsenal, you're going to have to earn it because we're going to put together the kind of winning run that is going to get us to the points tally we need. So can you guys match it? And I think my biggest fear is that I think Liverpool are capable of letting us in more with more drop points. The question gets flipped to Arsenal. Can you earn it? Because yes, you need some results to go your way. Yes, you need a bit of a favour. And we've had that with Unai Emery. We've had that with David Moyes and Everton. But we had that when they drew at home to Fulham, at home to Man United. And they've had other draws, actually, in the last 2 months. Yeah, they have dropped points here and there at Liverpool. And we haven't capitalised. We haven't closed that gap anymore. It's weird because it's an 8-point gap now, but we've got a game in hand, which if we win, that makes it 5. But then you kind of go, well, how's this gap not bigger? With how destructive everything's felt at Arsenal in the last few months, you wonder how that gap's not being bigger. But then with the points Liverpool have dropped and the lack of capitalising, you're thinking, well, this gap should be even smaller. Hell, if we even beat Villa at home from 2-0 up, this gap would be 5 points now with a game in hand, not 8. Was it 5? It'd be 6. It'd be 6 with a game in hand, not 8. And then they got this trip to the Etihad on the weekend. So the kind of my brain's been all over the place. But I think to kind of narrow it in and conclude on basically how I'm feeling about Arsenal is, if you want this title, the opportunity is there. Now the board and everyone who was involved in not getting a forward in and not helping to strengthen this team this January, everyone involved in that should hang their heads in shame. I mean, I still remain incredibly disappointed because I do believe there's an opportunity there. And it's embarrassing that it feels that we acted in a way that basically tossed away the season. But you know what? That's done, and I've ranted about it. So you look at what we've got. You look at Mikel Arteta, the coaching staff, and these players. We're going to try and win a Premier League with Mikel Merino up front, or Raheem Sterling on the left, or a 17-year-old as our best player on the right. I mean, that's what we're going to try and do. That is what we're going to try and do with an 18-year-old left back. I mean, you can write this season has been so crazy, but that is essentially what Arsenal are going to try and do here. When you hear that, you go, it's just never going to happen. I mean, genuinely. And I think the reason I mention that is, look, I will keep believing and keep hoping and whatever. But what's interesting is that Liverpool fans, and not all of them, some of you might be in the comments of this video going, no, I still believe they don't represent me, blah, blah, and I understand. But quite a lot of Liverpool fans, quite a lot of the reaction I've seen from Liverpool fans has been a real disappointment that they didn't win this game. They didn't put more points on the board. There's a sense of, have we seen this before? Liverpool in title races, not being able to get it done. The thing is, we haven't been able to get it done. That's probably where a lot of their confidence would and should come from. The fact that they're not coming up against Man City, they're coming up against us. But there is a nervousness from Liverpool. There was a big point swing in the title race last season. Yes, we finished second to City, but we pulled well away of Liverpool last season. But we did it with a tremendous run, and we did it with a balanced 11 going out there with Havertz, leading the line. I mean, we're in a situation when Nwaneri, Marino, and Trossard might be our front three for the foreseeable. And you're thinking, surely they're not worried. Now, part of that is just the nerves of a title race. I get that. But part of that is also that Liverpool have vulnerabilities. And if Arsenal want to win this title, they've got to earn it. I think Liverpool will drop more points. I think Liverpool will. The Fulham's at home, the Man United's at home, the two results they've just had in the last week. I think there will be more of that from Liverpool. But the thing is that Liverpool and City, with their 90 plus point tallies, have skewed what it takes to win the league. So when I look at this table now, 7 draws and 1 defeat, they could win 3 more games. They could even lose another. They could have sort of 9 draws and 2-3 defeats on the board. And that would feel like it's not good enough. But I mean, over the years, let's go to 15-16. I mean, look, Leicester won the title. Okay, it's an exception. It's an exceptionally low tally for title winners. That's not me taking for what an incredible achievement it was. But they did it with 12 draws, 3 defeats. You go to the season before that. Look, Chelsea won the title. It's under Mourinho. 9 draws, 3 defeats, 87 points. So, let's go to... No, because at that point, they were setting ridiculous tallies. This is Antonio Conte's Chelsea. Still lost 5 games, and won the title. Now, why am I telling you all this? Because Liverpool don't have to. They could draw a couple more games. They could draw 2-3 more games and lose 2 more games between now and the end of the season. And people can go, wow, they kind of fell away. Points would drop. They kind of let Arsenal in. But that still wouldn't be like terrible form. That across the season, that'd still be title winning form. They'd still have put up a very good points tally and performed at a level that's worthy of title winners. The point is Arsenal need to earn it. Arsenal need to do something like try win 5-6 on the bounce. Arsenal need to try and get a tune out of Marino. They need to do something that is going to make Liverpool a little bit shaky, because it looks like they could be a touch shaky now when we haven't even done anything. When all we've had is a massive injury crisis, disappointing January, dropped a load more points ourselves, and already it doesn't feel like it's quite in the bag for them. So if we do something that actually shakes them a little bit and goes, they just won a Forest. They just won at Old Trafford. They just won 5-6 in a row. And my fear is that I don't trust Arsenal to do that. But if, with whatever ridiculous depleted 11 goes out, if you do it, there's a chance you knock them. You knock them. And then maybe actually one of those home games that they should win comfortably, they don't. Maybe they have their Southampton 3-3 at home that we had in the run-in. And I think one of the reasons why we did drop the odd silly point, in the run-in last season, which we barely did. It was Villa at home. The season before that we did was because City were breathing down our necks and they forced those problems on us. Can we do anything that forces Liverpool to panic a touch? The state of play is we play West Ham on Saturday, win and you go to 56. Not easy. No Premier League game is easy, not with our attack. But win and you go to 56. Say they lose at the Etihad, say they draw. Either way, we're within 5-6 points of them with a game in hand. And you're going, wow, that could be 2 or 3. I mean, weirdly, that kind of puts it back in our hands. I mean, you've got to go to Anfield, so it's in their hands too, but you get my point. But my point, Arsenal can do something to make Liverpool sweat, and we haven't even done that yet this season. And normally a title race, it's both trading blows to see who's going to buckle first. And we haven't done anything to make Liverpool shake whatsoever. So can we? That's my question to Arsenal. That's the task. Can you do something in the way of form, in the way of performances? Can Marino be the one that makes us tick? Can Trossard do his thing on the left? Can Nwaneri continue to be brilliant? Can Saka and Martinelli return? Can we do anything like that? Win at Forest, win at Old Trafford. Can we do something like that that is going to make Liverpool go, they've clicked now, and make them feel like they have to earn it? Because at the moment, it's feeling like they can actually, be pretty comfortable between now and the end of the season, drop a few points here, whatever, get to a very healthy tally and still win the damn thing. I'm so annoyed we didn't do anything in January. I'm so annoyed. But I'll keep watching and hoping because, like I said, Liverpool don't have to collapse to win the title. Sorry, they don't have to even be perfect to win the title. They can have some shoddy results in there, still get to a very good points tally. But can Arsenal do anything to put pressure on them? We're going to have to earn this. If we believe we're in this title race, if we believe we can take it to the end, if we believe we can win it, we're going to have to earn it. We can't just hope for favours all the way and win our easy games. We're going to have to earn it. And I think these next 4 games, West Ham at home, Forest away, United away, Chelsea at home, is a fascinating time to see whether we can earn it, regardless of what Liverpool do at City, because there's still a lot of football to be played after that and, from April onwards. Who's hoping? Let me know in the comments if you are. I am, because you got to. Always am, always hopeful. But who's genuinely thinking there's something in this for us? I'd love to know in the comment section below if you are. But I hope you get what I'm trying to say about earning it. No title's ever just been given. No title's ever just been whatever. Everyone who's ever won the titles had to earn it and do something spectacular to do it. There's the task, Arsenal. All right, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this kind of catch up and my general thoughts. Catch you all in a bit.